Was it really going to a lawyer? Or was it going to one of those FBI agents he sat down and done interviews with?
Now, at some point, I started feeling like, well, maybe he just trying to throw this Eddie Boy dude named Minute. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he just trying to start up something or incite something. Eddie Boy can't possibly be with the exposing of somebody.
Y'all, I'm on mute. Oh, my bad, man. How long I been on mute? Hella long? Damn! Hella long? Hella long! Shout out to listen. Listen. I'm so turned up. I gotta calm down. Look at Marathon Kev knew he ain't gonna know the shit right now unless it's a super chat. I got a super chat. Money, your mic is not correct. So y'all didn't get none of the. I want to rip you. All right, let's keep going. Missed the whole rant. All right, don't worry about it. We're going to do it again. I was letting y'all know that soon after this, we're going to go directly into exposing Eddie Boy, the fucking bitch. Let's keep going. And you see me in Pasadena. You didn't want no smoke. I was trying to smack your fucking face. You was looking crippled, old, decrepit, dumb, stupid. You smell like shit. You need to wipe your ass. You need a diaper. Incredible diapers. Go get them. They don't exist. Hey. I'm the best at this. Listen, I'm finna turn the fuck up tonight. I should have got some liquor. I need liquor. All right, let's keep going, y'all. Let's get into it, because all I know is that you thought you was mentioning money. You thought you could have called me. I would have gave you my name. You wasn't trying to do that. You didn't want none of that. I promise you didn't want shit. Let's keep going.
At some point,
shout out to Marathon Kev for the $10, man. You always coming through. You always looking out for a nigga, man. You sent me $10. Just let me know. Goddamn, unmute your goddamn mic so we can hear that rant. I see you over there going crazy.
Started feeling like, well, maybe he just trying to throw this Eddie Boy dude named Minute. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he just trying to start up something or incite something. Eddie Boy can't possibly be with the exposing of somebody, who he was close to like this without some real proper proof and documentation. Then I saw this.
Hey, I'm not 600, man. I'm not gonna spare you, bro. I get that declaration, I go back and when I read it, I'm gonna let the world know who's who and what's what, because it's public record.
All that jealousy, all that envy, everything Eddie Boy's been holding in for years. It's finally surfacing. After hearing him say all of that, it's clear he wasn't at the court date just to see Loose Cannon. He was there cheering on the fact that Big U was in jail. He was happy seeing him there with handcuffs behind his back.
You see, there's a difference between...
See, I love these type of videos that I have the context to and I know what's going on. Listen, I always wondered why Loose Cannon was determined not to mess with Eddie Boy, to destroy they little clique that they, because at this time, we was like creating like a little baby powerhouse, right? We had Raze, Eddie Boy, 600, me, Loose Cannon, and Whack 100. I'm like, ooh, you know what I'm saying? We was gonna smash it. So Loose Cannon is like, I'm not messing with Eddie Boy. I'm not messing with Raze and them. He really wasn't on Raze for real, but he wasn't messing with Raze because Raze was kind of more siding with 600 and Eddie Boy. So he was like, fuck they whole squad. It's me. I'm the best. And at this point, he didn't go viral yet. So I was kind of like, you're tripping, bro. Like, we need to keep this squad together. Because at this point, Eddie Boy was talking about he was about to drop this paperwork showing that Big U snitched on him back in the day. You hear me? Yeah. So we were waiting on this to come. Then when and so Loose Cannon, he was just like, he was going at them. He was saying he didn't mess with them. I was hollering at him like, damn, bro, why you doing that? You messing the squad up? What's going on? He like, man, I don't mess with him. But I ended up finding out why. It's because if Eddie Boy exposed the situation, he would be exposing Loose Cannon's daddy. So if anybody knows about what that time and when Loose Cannon was going at Eddie Boy 600 and Rose and all that, and it was like, why are you going at him? There's really no reason. It was because he knew that Eddie Boy had the paperwork that exposed his dad. Yeah. The one that Rose is now calling King Snitch. Yeah. That's but Loose Cannon knew better than to play with Rose. So, because in the streets, allegedly, what they say, Rose ain't to be played with. He the one that knocked down Kato, Tupac homeboy. Remember my nigga Kato? That I'm not snitching. I'm pretty sure he wouldn't did time for that, and now he's out. So I want to give y'all context about what's really going on in this situation, because they can only. Byron Blake can break down the evidence of what he sees. Scandalous in Los Angeles can break down the evidence of what he sees on the internet. I can tell y'all what was happening inside. Let's keep going, though. Damn.
Speaking on a case where you can get somebody in trouble. Woo-wee. I love this, man. I swear to God, I ain't even gonna lie. I'm not gonna front, bro. I love this. I'm gonna tell you why I love this. It's because these dudes talk so much shit about me, about 600, about Rose, about Wagner. They ran narratives, lied on my little bro.
Look it! Y'all know I haven't seen this video. Whose names did I just name? I just named everybody fucking name. You hear what I'm saying? I'm trying to tell y'all. All right, let's keep going.
And all this fucking shit.
Once I hear that, I'm like, yeah, he most definitely with it. So, we got to do our homework and find out who is who and what's what, because we know that 600 is the law. Y'all seen me drop the paperwork showing that his paperwork was sealed. So we pretty much know what's going on there. We see what's happening with Wack now as it's unfolding, and we watching him have this breakdown. He has
he about to go to the police.
Been mentioned in Big U's paperwork, and he has since gone to his Instagram and confirmed that paperwork is real and that he really did have that phone call with the feds and all of that. So the only thing left was Eddie Boy. Like, what's his tie to this? And if he is a real outstanding member, why would he be associating with guys like Wack 100 and 600?
I just told you.
I did a little homework. Ran across this clip of Cowboy, who everybody says nobody should listen to. He a hype, all this other shit, giving us some real game. Check this out.
Top of the morning. Hey, all my little homies out there, man, I want y'all to analyze y'all big homies. Get at your big homies, analyze your big homies, and see who raised you. Because a couple of these big homies that raised me, a couple big homies that I used to look up to, kind of find out later in the game, all these is faulty. You know what I mean? So what type of big homie do you want to be? You know what I mean? You're going to be one of them big homies that's going to continue to push the negativity, or are you going to be a big homie that's going to teach the youngsters how not to go to prison? All right, what type of big homie are you? So I look at big homies like Buster ass Eddie Boy, and you ain't did nothing for the hood but send homies to prison. You ain't did nothing. Now out here doing positive change. We done changed the community. That had jobs in the community, had it popping. And now they're still scrutinizing, looking up something negative. How you gonna find something negative in a whole positive environment? So let me tell you how the feds work, so I can let you know how we know for a fact Wack 100, Eddie Boy 600 is definitely working with them boys. So y'all go back and replay the tape before Big U got locked up. 24 hours before they're ready, cuz Eddie and Wack all posted that cuz was getting raided. They didn't raid this shit to the next day. So how did y'all have that information about cuz shit get raided and y'all posted that before the raid even happened?
Contrary to...
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Wack 100 was announcing that Big U was gonna get raided for about a month. He was damn near counting it down. Are you hearing me? Whack 100 was literally saying, yeah, he got about 30 days, man. Yeah, they're going to get him at the end of this month, man. He got to about March 3rd. And then, you know what I'm saying? Like that type shit, like shit. Yeah, it's been about 2 weeks. Yeah, man, it's been about 2 weeks. He got about 14 more days, man, till they come kicking that door. I'm trying to let him know. He was putting it under the auspice that he was looking out for Big U, right? Let me give y'all some game. Y'all want to hear some game? Hey, make sure y'all running these likes up. We got 220 people in here. If I don't have a lot of likes, you guys are haters, because I'm entertaining y'all and I'm giving y'all real context, real facts. And even though, goddamn Byron Blake, you breaking it down. And Scaleless of Los Angeles, you reporting it good. But I got the details. You hear what I'm saying? Let's keep going. Run them likes up, y'all.
The popular belief, man. I'm not just a blogger, YouTuber, you know, I consider myself an entertainer. I do rap, music, blogging, documentaries, movies, all of that. But it's all about,
we don't care about that.
Who you know, and I just so happen to know a few people. So I did a little homework to see if I could find any substance to what we just heard Cowboy saying. Like I said, we seen the whack paperwork, we seen 600, but I never saw this before. And this right here, this is allegedly Eddie Boy.
Eddie Boy, you got some real explaining to do. All of a sudden, your name is popping up in paperwork.
Oh,
and it's saying you were talking to the FBI back in the 90s.
Oh, wow.
Love's Boy said he had $2,000 for anybody who could produce something like this. Well, here we are.
Wow.
Inmate Wagner. On March 13th, 1995, which was around the same time he went to jail with Big U, this office receives information from Mark Winchester, an FBI agent, that inmate Wagner, who was being interviewed by the FBI for his knowledge and involvement in a robbery drug trafficking offense, had informed him he wanted to talk concerning a free staff bringing drugs into the institution.
Reading this paperwork, we had to make sure it was real.
You guys are going to be mad, but I'm receiving money, and anytime I receive money, I have to say, shout out to Toxic Media. You're over there kissing ass because I was calling you. You wasn't answering the phone. Now you're trying to send super chats and get shout outs because I got a hell of people in the chat. Get your goofy ass up out of here. Let's keep going, you guys.
Don't just run with anything, especially when we know CS2 back will put out fake paperwork. So you verify it. The paperwork lists the FBI agent it says he was talking to back in the 90s. When you look that name up, you can find his profile on LinkedIn. That's a real FBI agent. Not just some random name typed on a page. Now we know who Eddie Boy's handler is.
Whoa. On March 16th, at approximately 13:35, a tape-recorded interview with inmate Wagner was conducted by Lieutenant Metters concerning the actions of a Darlene Hayward. Also present during this interview was FBI agents M. Winchester, D. Cannell, C. Bruce, and Correctional Officer R. Burnham.
This shows that Eddie Boyd didn't just speak to one handler.
Hey, you know why I believe that Eddie Boy could allegedly, potentially, I believe it? Because you know who introduced me to Eddie Boy and how Eddie Boy was able to finesse me out of $1,200? Who do y'all think that was? Who do y'all think told me that they were in a Big U RICO months before this ever hit the news? It was even a whisper about them kicking in his door or anything. How much do I swear to my mouth to God's ears, I thought he was just lying.